everyone, welcome to Study with Akshay, and this is Akshay. In this particular video, we will be starting with exercise 21A, first 6th question, and then we'll be continuing with the rest questions in the upcoming videos. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get regular notification. If not, watch the introductory videos and the example videos of this chapter. Go back to the playlist, watch those videos and then come back to this video so that the concepts will become more crisp and clear. Let's get started. A common question for all the problems which we have to solve in this exercise are: prove the following identities. So I have put the question in the beginning itself. Instead of putting for each question prove that, I have put it in the beginning itself. Let's get started with the first question. Secant a minus 1 divided by secant a plus 1 equals 1 minus cos a divided by 1 plus cos a. So as I have given a tip, start from the complicated side. Here we feel LHS is complicated because there is secant over here. Secant can be expressed as cos because secant a equals 1 by cos a. Let's express secant as cos over here. Upon expressing, we'll get 1 by cos a minus 1, 1 by cos a plus 1. Take over the LCM. Both for the numerator and the denominator, we'll be getting 1 minus cos a divided by cos a, all divided by 1 plus cos a divided by cos a. Cos a will get mutually cancelled because when you take the reciprocal, this gets cancelled, and hence we are left over with 1 minus cos a divided by 1 plus cos a. I prefer this is the simplest method. You'll get the answer just in 3 steps. Next question. Similar question to that, but here the complicated side is given in the RHS. So we have to start from the RHS. Let me read out the question. 1 plus sin a divided by 1 minus sin a equals cosecant a plus 1 divided by cosecant a minus 1. Complicated side is given at the RHS. Consider the RHS. Similar way, cosecant can be written as 1 by sin a. Let's write that in the expression wherever cosecant a is given. 1 by sin a plus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by sin a minus 1. Upon taking the LCM, we will get 1 plus sin a divided by sin a, all divided by 1 minus sin a divided by sin a. Sin a and sin a gets mutually cancelled because upon taking the reciprocal, this comes to the numerator and they get cancelled. So we end up in getting 1 plus sin a divided by 1 minus sin a, which is equal to our LHS. These are such simpler questions which might be asked just for 2 marks. That's it. Not even 2 marks weightage questions. These are just 1 mark weightage questions. Because 2 marks at least require till 1 more step or 2 more steps extra, because just in 2 steps they won't give marks. So this is such a easy question just for the basic knowledge of trigonometry, how to solve the trigonometric identities. These things are given over here. Moving ahead with the third question. Complicated level starts from now. So third question states 1 divided by tan a plus cot a equals cos a sin a. Complicated side is at LHS. So let's convert all tan and cot in forms of sin and cos because in the RHS we require sin and cos. LHS equals 1 by sin a cos a plus cos a by sin a. So this is using our quotient relations. Let's take the LCM at the denominator. We will be getting sin a 1 divided by sin square a plus cos square a, all divided by cos a sin a. We know that sin square a plus cos square a equals 1. So 1 divided by 1 by cos a sin a. Upon taking the reciprocal, we end up in getting cos a sin a, which is equal to our RHS. So we have got the expected result. tan A minus cot A equals 1 minus 2 cos square A divided by sin A cos A. People more or less think the RHS is complicated and they start from there, but they end up in getting stuck in some of the steps. But actually, when tan and cot is given or secant or cosecant is given, start from wherever those things are given so that it's easier for us to derive at sine and cos. So tan and cot can be written in the form of sine and cos using our quotient relations. So sine A divided by cos A minus cos A divided by sine A. Take the LCM, sine square A minus cos square A divided by cos A sine A. We have already arrived at the denominator value which is at the RHS. So denominator is like your best friend. Take it wherever you go. Don't change the denominator at all in any of the steps. So coming with the numerator, what is there at the numerator? It's only in terms of cos. So sine square A can be written as 1 minus cos square A. So henceforth 1 minus cos square A minus cos square A divided by sine A cos A will be 1 minus 2 cos square A divided by sine A cos A, which is expected result at RHS. Quite simpler problems only if you understand the concept of trigonometry. Fifth question, sine to the power of 4a minus cos to the power of 4a equals 2 sine square a minus 1. People think this kind is complicated, but actually no, this is the most simpler question they can ever ask. So let's take with the LHS. Sine to the power of 4a will be given as sine square a the whole square minus cos to the power of 4a can be given as cos square a the whole square. So sine square a the whole square minus cos square a the whole square, a square minus b square, which is equal to sine square a plus cos square a, sine square a minus cos square a. So sine square a plus cos square a equals 1. So we will end up with sine square a minus cos square a. Look at the RHS. RHS is only in the form of sine. So cos can be written as 1 minus sine square a. So henceforth here upon taking minus as multiplying minus to cos square a, we'll be getting sine square a minus 1 plus sine square a. 2 sine square a minus 1, which is the expected result at our RHS. Question number 6, we have 1 minus tan a the whole square plus 1 plus tan a the whole square equals 2 secant square a. Very simple. Expand a minus b the whole square and a plus b the whole square identity. You will be ending up in cancelling few terms and adding up few terms and using some trigonometric identities which we have learned in our class 10th. This is the expanded form of a minus b the whole square and this is the expanded form of a plus b the whole square. Minus 2 tan a and plus 2 tan a gets cancelled. So 2 plus 2 tan square a. So 2, if you take it as common, you will be getting 2 into 1 plus tan square a. 1 plus tan square a equals secant square a using the identity which we are aware of. So 2 secant square a, which is equal to RHS, is our expected result which we have already got. Hope you have all understood the concepts covered in this video. Please do like this video, share this video, and let's meet again with the exercise 21A set 2 in the next video. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.